Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I want to take a look at a game that has managed to survive well past its expiry date. Wartale. It's a private server of Priston Tale. The original came to life back in 2001. Got bought to the world by Yidang Online. Priston's Tale was a 3D MMORPG that peaked in its fame around 2008 after its complete release to the world. It featured 8 playable classes back then. They were pretty basic, all with their own skill sets, but this is where the private servers took over, specifically this one. A few lawsuits and takedowns, before it was released as Wartale, became the beacon of hope, literally, for this game. They offered new classes in the Assassin, Brawler and Shaman, which I'll probably take a look at in a little bit, as well as new skills, quests, events, models, monsters, weapons and gear. The list goes on of the improvements that they have made to this game. It's absolutely bloody ridiculous, and a credit to them, honestly. But it would pretty much be a forgotten game by this point if it wasn't for them. It literally has a dedicated player base, and you'll see that in a second once I actually boot into the game, which I'll actually do now while I'm talking about it. Here's just a few. Like I said, I've been playing this game a fair bit. Like, over the years, it's never been a consistent thing. I always just come back to, when I get bored, which for me is pretty much how I play most games, so especially MMOs. So I'll jump into the smallest character that I've got, just so you can get an idea. Yeah, like, as you can see, there are probably maybe 2,000 people playing this, and that's just people selling. That's not actually people out in the world. We'll have a look at the skill master. See, you got tier 1, your basic skills, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and up here, once I finish unlocking tier 4, tier 5 will actually unlock. And 4 and 5 have been pure development by the people at Wartale, or the people that would later become Wartale. Pretty much everything that you see on screen, like all these armor sets and things like that, that's all unique to Wartale. That's by their design. All these rideable mounts, again, that's all them, so none of this was in the original. I mean, I don't even think the original would have even, had the wildest dreams of becoming this popular, and it never was. I played the original in the EU servers, and not once did you ever have, this amount of people. It's bloody ridiculous. But to get to the idea of, like, what you're actually expecting to be playing, I'll take you to, basically an easy map, but yeah, you got you can summon monsters, you can fight bosses. It does have a fair bit to offer, given, the game is that old. 2001's a bloody long time ago. So, 3D skills, 3D monsters, none of it's impressive by today's standards, but for a game to still be this popular, and you won't find it on Steam or anything like that, because, like I said, it is a private server, so they have their own downloadable executables, things like that. I can't say it's got a story, but there is a quest log that you can actually do. Yeah, it's not really the game doesn't have an overall. It's just either level to, like, ridiculous levels. I think the maximum's like 170 or something by now. And hunt gear and then sell it off. that's pretty much the whole basis of the game. So it can be boring, but it can also offer some great fun if you got some friends to take along with you, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's like all games. Games are fun with friends. That's pretty much basic at this point. But it does offer PvP. They actually do have a dedicated map to that. Castle Siege, clans. I think over here somewhere is a clan dude that we can actually take a look at. Okay, it was there originally. I haven't actually played this game for a very long time, so they may have moved it by now. Premium shop. Yeah, you've got things like mining and herbalism as well, which has all been a feature added to the actual game by the private server owners. So they've literally added a ton of content, and at this point, like, if you haven't played it, you just jump in and have a look at it. It can offer a fair bit of good entertainment. I will just go to a different character to give you as an idea. I'll go with the biggest character I've got on this account. Again, there's another feature of quests. No, I don't want to forfeit. But once you get to a certain level, you can come to this area. It's called Battletown. And this guy here will offer you a ton of quests. See, Mr. Glowy here. That's an aging effect. And again, this is all, like, aging wasn't unique to these guys. It was also part of the original, just not to this extent. These guys, this is all their stuff. You got things like potions and all this kind of stuff that they've added. You can hire a table, I'm guessing, that you can make stuff out of that. Again, like, a lot of this stuff made its way, like, I think that was the last weapon that actually made its way into the original game. That was a 100 quest, that staff that you used to get at level 100. Only a few people ever made it to that state, because getting to 100 in the original game was almost impossible. Only a few people managed to do it, and they actually ended up having multiple people playing that single character to achieve it. So, yeah. We'll use one of these. Teleport cores. We get to select actually where we want to go. So, I don't know, Curse Temple, floor 3. We'll go here. This one's a leveling map, so give you an idea. Throw up a few skills. Right, so I should be pretty well alive. Again, like, some of these base models used to actually exist in the original game. But they've changed them up and they've made them their own. And yeah, so we've got that, and I'll try and actually do a few different skills just so you can see what's actually going on. We did a lightning storm. That was use a tier 2 skill of a similar thing. Then we've got chain lightning. Yeah, this is a priestess, so she's all about healing and thunderstorms and, being protected against the dead. But yeah, here we have some PvP. And that's the Castle Siege. So these are just a few of the things that you can actually do. Yeah, so these guys here are having a little bit of a battle, just seeing how they're actually going. as a fighter, give you an idea of what the characters actually look like and play like. Archer, I think that's Atlanta or a mech. No, it's definitely Atlanta. That's a pike fighter like me. That's a mage. And obviously I'll stand a little bit close to the border there and somebody just one-shot me. But, yeah. It gives you an idea of what you can actually expect. If you just want to try it out, I'll leave a link in the actual description for it so you guys can jump in and, you know, experience it for yourself. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it from me. If you like what you're seeing, consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, like, comment, do all those things. It helps. The feedback that I've had so far has been absolutely brilliant. Hopefully I can improve on those things. And I shall see you guys on the next one. Have a great weekend. Bye.